In Chester County, there are over 60,000 people who are food challenged. While Chester County is the wealthiest, healthiest, and most prosperous counties in the Commonwealth, it is hard to believe that people are also food challenged in our communities. Westchester Food Cupboard has been doing an amazing job helping those people meet with their food and other needs. Today, I have with us Rob Nurkasulmer, Vice President of Westchester Food Cupboard, with us to give us a deep insight into how the Westchester Food Cupboard has been helping our communities. Rob, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bipin. It's a pleasure to be with you and to have the opportunity to talk about the Westchester Food Cupboard. The Westchester Food Cupboard's been around since 2009, and we received our 501c3 tax exempt status in 2012. Our mission statement really sums up what we're about and why we're here. It states that the Westchester Food Cupboard commits to provide a variety of fresh and non-perishable healthy food items to Westchester residents in need because no one should go hungry. And the first part of that statement talks about the what, but the real important part is the end, the why, because no one should go hungry. Bipin, you mentioned some numbers for the county in Westchester, which is close to home for most of us. We estimate that we touched a little over 3,000 households last year and about 7,800 individuals. And while we think about that in terms of big numbers, the way we really need to think about it is in terms of individual families. Everybody's got a different story and their different reason for being here, but they're all individual people, and they all need to be treated as individuals. So if I could, I'd like to add a few things to that mission summary.
Sure.
So that people understand what we do and how it works for clients. First, it's important for everybody to understand that what we provide is completely free to all of our clients. Now, who comes? As I said, it's a variety of people. It may be somebody who's unemployed or on a fixed income, or they may be working without the ability to make ends meet. Housing takes up a big chunk of a lot of people's income, and then when you add utilities and things of that, and gas prices, there's often not a lot of money left to pay for healthy food for people and their families. And I also want to stress the necessity of healthy food. We try not just to provide food, but we want to make sure that we're providing as balanced a diet as we can. So everybody who comes to the cupboard gets an abundant supply of fresh produce. Everybody gets dairy items such as milk, eggs, cheese, and butter. Everybody gets protein items, which include chicken breasts and ground beef, and typically a host of other things as well.
And is this one of the baskets that is ready?
So if you look at that picture there, each family coming through, a family of family size 1 through 4 would get one of those boxes. A family of 5 or more would get 2 of those boxes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's about a 25-pound box of fresh produce.
Right.
All the products that come in are quality checked and date checked because we want to make sure that we are giving out product that we would feel comfortable serving our families.
Absolutely.
If we wouldn't be comfortable using it ourselves, then we wouldn't give it out. Did you have a question that I cut you
Yeah,
off?
yeah. In this slide, we see packages that are ready to be delivered, ready to be picked up.
In a normal environment, in a non-pandemic environment, the food cupboard is set up so that our clients can come inside and shop.
Okay.
And it's set up, as I say, just like a grocery store to make it as comfortable an experience as possible. Because of the pandemic and social distancing requirements, we have been operating in a drive-through mode where the non-perishable items, the produce, whatever, are pre-packaged.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that said, we do have several items that we offer choice on because people have different needs. So, for example, fish or yogurt or pork products, diapers and sanitary products and things of that nature are not things that everybody needs, but we want to be able to provide them if they do need them. So we try to strive to provide a certain level of choice. And we focused on food, but I also want to note that we do distribute personal care items such as soap, shampoo, toothbrushes, etc. And we do that because I think everybody understands that those items are necessary, they're expensive, and by and large, they're not covered by food stamps. So we are set up by history to serve those in the Westchester Area School District. Since the pandemic, we have been serving anybody in the state of Pennsylvania that qualifies. And I think it's fair to say you could see the eligibility requirements on the website, but there's nobody who's coming to us who doesn't qualify. So how do we do this? We have been fortunate to receive generous support from the community. We are entirely run by volunteers. In fact, we have about 200 volunteers, and we all do everything you can imagine, working directly with clients, buying product, paying for products, picking them up from local stores that are very, very good to stocking the shelves, pretty much anything a for-profit company would do. And there's some advantages to being an all-volunteer organization. One is that we can be very efficient with our funds. Without having any paid staff, that means that virtually all the money that comes in goes directly to supporting our clients. And the rest of it goes to things like paying the rent and making sure that our books have the annual audit and that type of thing. The other advantage to being an all-volunteer organization is that we're all there because we want to be there.
Right,
and I think, and I certainly hope that that comes through in the way that we value and treat our clients.
Right. Absolutely. And I mean, when you look at many organizations, they are asking for donations. And the first question I ask is, how many cents from the dollar that I give goes to help the people that you are serving? And because you are a volunteer force, I would say,
if you include the rent in there, saying it's necessary,
right.
Then
Operating
it's
expense.
something like 97%.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some printing expense for our flyers, and our volunteers do get T-shirts. That's our main expense for volunteers. But we really want to make sure that we're leveraging the dollars and helping our clients.
Right, absolutely. And you have different hours when people who want to donate can come and drop off, correct?
That's exactly right. So we're open to clients to pick up on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings, and then on Monday afternoons. We suggest that people who want to donate come on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings because those are not client days and the traffic will just be a little bit easier to navigate. If the only days one can come are Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday, then we will make that work. So don't hesitate to stop by.
And what we see on the screen are the days when people who are in need of help can come. Is that correct?
That is correct. Although since that picture was taken, we've also added Wednesday afternoons from 2 to 6,
Right.
because
right.
we recognize that some people's work schedules don't
Yeah.
allow them
Right.
to come in the morning.
And people, whether they are looking to donate or whether they are looking for help, can always call the number on the screen.
That is correct. And if there's
610.
nobody there, leave a message.
Yeah,
We check the messages every day,
Right.
and somebody will get back to you.
And they can also reach out to your on your website, and there is a ton of information about what you do, and it'll answer most of the questions people may have.
Through the website, you can reach us through our Facebook page, and you can reach us by email.
Right.
So we want to hear from you, whatever way is most convenient for you.
Right. Now, you mentioned that if people want to donate, they can donate by going to the website, or
there is a if they want to make a monetary donation, there is a donate option on the website, and you just follow it through. Even if you don't have, if you're donating by credit card, even if you don't have a PayPal account, just click on that icon, and it'll just let you make a credit card donation that way. Of course, you can mail a check or gift cards if you would like, and as we said, or just drop it off instead of dropping off food. We're showing the front of the cupboard here. When making donations, drive around to the back. That's where the receiving area is.
Right. And if somebody wants to volunteer, what kind of help are you looking for?
Well, it varies a little bit throughout the year, but one of our volunteers is the volunteer coordinator. And the best thing to do is to email the cupboard and let them know, let us know that you're interested in volunteering. And our volunteer coordinator will let you know what our needs are and if any at the time. But even if we're full up at a given time, we always keep track of you. So,
right.
So when something does open up, we will get back to you.
Right. So once again, I want to remind our viewers that, as I mentioned earlier, there are about 60,000 people who are food challenged in our communities, and the need for help is even greater during holidays. And to make things a little bit more challenging, COVID has also changed the equation. It has affected so many people. So if you can help in whatever way you can, please do reach out to Westchester Food Cupboard, and this will help people put food on their table. Also, as you mentioned, toothpaste and soap and other personal hygiene items are required, and they can definitely be part of the donation list.
And I should have noted, you should feel safe in making a donation, or if a client is coming by, all of our volunteers are vaccinated, and any who comes in contact with any clients or donors are masked as well.
Right. Absolutely. Just trying to be safe and keeping everyone safe. That is
Exactly.
That's important. And Rob, we had talked about some of the immediate needs, and you had mentioned that personal care items such as toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, etc., are needed, as well as canned fruit and bagged beans are also needed. So I would be doing a this collection drive in the coming weeks, and uh, I will. I hope our generous communities open their hearts and wallets and help out fellow residents of our community where we live and work. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. You have anything else to add?
The only other thing I would add, we've talked about what the generous community can do for us. There's one more thing, and that's uh, to to make sure you think about who you know or might encounter that you think could use our services. As we said, everybody's got a different story, and it could be a colleague or a relative or a neighbor or a friend of a friend. But please send them our way. It's a safe space. It's a no judgment zone, and they should feel comfortable in coming. And the community has been incredibly supportive to us, and I think everybody shares our belief that no one should go hungry.
Absolutely. People should not have to make choice between to pay for housing. And I know Church County housing is one large expense for families, and pandemic has not made things any better. So people should never have to make a choice whether they pay for housing, pay for personal items, or food. So absolutely, I totally agree that no one should go hungry. And with that, I want to thank our viewers for watching, and certainly hope they would come out and help our fellow citizens, fellow residents of our community.
And Bipin, thanks for your support of the community.
It's my pleasure. We are all in it together, and supporting community organizations and small businesses where we live and work is the best way. For it takes a village.
Exactly.
I thank you for your volunteerism and for amazing work that you guys do in helping people who need it the most, especially during this holiday times.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I just want to let our viewers that we bring in this show every Saturday at 10 o'clock, spotlighting local community organizations like Food Cupboard and also small businesses, because we are all in it together. So if you are a small business or know somebody that should be on our show, please reach out to me. The numbers are on the screen: 484-347-1848. I look forward to seeing you guys next Saturday at 10, and wish you a very happy holiday season. Thank you very much.